Morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning. Haven't checked in a good day and a half now. We arrived to Sayulita, soaking wet as we're coming down the mountains, like from San Sebastián del Oeste towards Puerto Vallarta. We just had torrential rain like that you would not believe. The Vespas performed flawlessly. It was so wet we couldn't actually get any footage, but we were going through like washed out road crossings where the water was up to the floorboards, and the bikes performed flawlessly. We arrived in Sayulita, this awesome house, like completely soaking wet. I'm talking like wetter than if you were to get into coming out of a swimming pool like that wet. Our friend Hugo Moller in Guadalajara hooked up this place. His family owns some property in Sayulita. This is a house. One of the bedrooms here. Oh, look at that donkey painting.
Tailless donkey.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Boutran.
Passed out. We got a long ride ahead of us here.
Yeah, it's getting on noon. We need to hit the road. The plan today is to make it a good only 200 or so miles to El Rosario, a spot that we stopped at on the way down here. Another quick look in this bedroom. It's Christina. Hi, Christina.
Hola.
Packing stuff up.
No más siestas for Christina.
No, I wish. Not
Another house
enough.
tour. Another thing we'll tell you too is it's it's hot as balls here. We're definitely in Sayulita, like in an off season. It's the rainy season, and it's also kind of like the hottest time of years. And we're kind of just standing around, and like the sweat just is like pouring off of you. Cool bathroom. That was got a nice big open concept here with the living room. The master bedroom's over there.
Got a tour outside in a second.
Yeah.
Master bedroom, mess. Everybody, somebody's in the bathroom. Can't see that one. Oh, there's Pasao Dutra having his Desayuno Cerveza way.
Breakfast of champions. Enjoying myself here.
We were pretty medicated last night. Had an awesome dinner. This Argentinian and Chilean like barbecue place. We kind of splurged and went all out and had like 2 huge plates of barbecue. If I splurged going all out, I still think it was only like, $80 or something like that for all 7 of us to completely feast on some fantastic stuff. So this is kind of coming into like this communal area with the first pool here, and the second pool down below. But the way this kind of works out is it's mostly kind of like vacation, like house rentals. And there's one central property, and then there's several houses that are all owned by different people within it. And so Hugo's, I believe his sister, owns the house that we're renting here. But you can see all kind of similar style, but these houses are just kind of fantastic. And that's definitely the way most people travel and come and stay in Sayulita when you rent a house for, like a week, 2 weeks, months. The couple that's staying up there, it's like they're long term. It's like they've been here for like 6 months or something. We're gonna walk on down to the beach. These are also pretty common in Sayulita. It looks like a jacuzzi, but it's actually not a jacuzzi. This is little splash pools. And this is actually definitely cold, refreshing water. But just, it literally gets so hot here that like these houses, especially since they're kind of higher end vacation houses, you have to have something like that. Or it's just like unbearable. Well, you can see we're pretty deep in the heart of a jungle. We're gonna point out once we get to the water how murky the water is. That's because we had this insane thunderstorm in the middle of the night last night. We're talking like, it sounded like the windows and the glass were about to break out. It was so bad. So all the runoff and everything winds up obviously in the ocean, and it's super mixed up with the water. Yesterday, the water was this beautiful bluish green color. Right now you can kind of see it's all brown and murky.
Check this out. You can see that water was running right down all this. This is just from last night.
Yeah.
The waves are probably crashing up against these walls. They were nearly doing that in the afternoon yesterday.
Now when we first got here on the first night, the surf actually was kind of hitting against the wall here. But that's as we're looking, I guess we're looking
south?
kind of north.
Or is that north? Okay.
Kind of northwest, I guess. This is what makes Sayulita famous, is an awesome surf break that is pretty much like good year round. And it really has, it's primarily like a little surf beach town more than anything else. But yeah, it was cool. We were all down here yesterday having a good time at the beach. And that's like beyond where the surf break is there, like beyond that little point where there's that little flag, looks like a pirate flag, not sure if you'll pick that up. That's kind of right where the main part of town is for Sayulita. So we're like a little outside of town, but nice and quiet. But Pretty awesome spot.
All right, signing out on the road.
Packing up and going. So this is Thursday morning. Keep in mind we arrived late in the day on Tuesday, soaking wet. We had a nice free day on Wednesday in Sayulita. We enjoyed the beach. Some of them enjoyed the beach and the pool and the Malosi beer and all the great stuff that Sayulita has to offer. The sweltering heat. Dutra, Arki, Chuk, and I got to enjoy a ride into Vallarta. We did blow it and actually incurred traffic infractions in Sayulita on Tuesday night. We blew it. We parked on a plaza, all four of us actually, or four of the six of us. A traffic officer quickly came and asked us to move. We didn't move him quite fast enough. He and Arki got in a conversation and things didn't really transpire that well at that point. Interesting experience. If you get a traffic infraction, or probably any infraction for that matter, in Mexico, it is within the officer's right to physically remove your license plate and keep it as collateral until the fine is paid. So, my license plate and Eric Dutra's license plates were confiscated by these police officers. We kind of debated that night and even in the morning whether or not we wanted to, pay the fines or just say la vie to the license plates and not go back for them. We decided, for a couple of reasons, to go back, pay the fine, and get the license plates. Primarily, I was interested in the entire process to see what the fine would cost. We went into the office. Arki again pleaded our case. They said they could not throw the infractions out, but they did give us a 50% discount. Grand total, I want to say, was about 300 pesos per infraction, around about like 15, 17 bucks. Safely paid, license plates returned and reinstalled, and back on our way. So we're headed northbound from Sayulita. Our first stop on this day was San Blas. Nice little coastal town. We'd already passed that and headed on our way to our next destination. And check out this water crossing. What do you got to say, Robot?
All right, so we all got up to it. We saw other little motorcycles and cars passing through, so go right through it. I got in front of everybody here to kind of get the footage. Here comes Vu. He kind of freaked out and just got on the gas. I'm not sure what his deal is. Usually you don't freak out and speed up, but he did. I was a little pissed. He completely drenched me, and in front of me he drenched some other couple that were on a little motorbike, and they shared some choice words at the end of the water crossing here.
This was a drop in the bucket considering the stuff that we actually dealt with on Tuesday coming into Sayulita. Sadly, it was just too wet to actually capture any of that footage, but it was like this, maybe 10 times worse, in a torrential downpour. Everybody here was pretty laid back and kicked about it, just part of everyday life. You could tell the storms have been hitting pretty hard, and this was like a normal, like kind of a wash area that had just been,
Check it out. Victoria and Gabe, they get splashed right here.
Alright, so here it is. We hit San Blas. We had a little powwow. We weren't really sure where we were going to go today. We were talking about going to El Rosario. Stabilize that. We decided since we've already been there, we'd check out something new. So we busted out the good old-fashioned Lonely Planet. Book's never let us down before. Hopefully it won't this time. It's leading us to this island that's a shrimping village, basically. We're going to leave the bikes and take a boat to this hotel across the laguna. I think it's called, what's it called, everybody? Mezcal. That's pretty close. ¿Estamos en cuál estado? ¿Todavía Nayarit? Okay, so we're still in the state of Riviera Nayarit. We're about 45 minutes from this cool little town. It's at the end of the road where the land meets the water, and then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this works out, because Plan B is gonna be really late and dark.
Hope it works out.
So we finally made it to our spot. I fucked up royally with the directions, did a little back and forth, and we made a little detour based on the original route recommended by the Lonely Planet book. We actually talked to people at a gas station. They sent us this way, which makes for a secure spot to leave the bikes, which is good. And it also makes for, instead of like a 25-minute boat ride, it makes for like a 1-minute boat ride. You can see the distance, that's where we're going. We had a pretty awesome like 40-kilometer ride into this spot. It was all kind of, I don't know if this is brackish or freshwater or whatever the hell it is, but we were kind of on this road. Oh, there's a frog. We were kind of on this road just for like a good 40 kilometers. It's pretty fantastic. Christina's gonna take a group picture so we can get across the way before the sun goes down. Yeah. Hijos también, todos. Para sacar una foto.
Ándale.
Bueno, vámonos, vámonos.
Everybody, con todo.
So this Thursday afternoon, we left this morning from Sayulita. I think we did maybe, what, 200 miles or something? We're in this town called Mezcaltitan. We're safely aboard this little panga. Notice it doesn't have a motor. Motors are overrated. We've got good old-fashioned Mexican gondola manpower back there. Pretty awesome. Hopefully we'll have a fun little night tonight.
Sunset cruise.
Yeah. Mezcaltitan, only accessible by boat, is an ancient island village settled sometime around the year AD 500. It's believed by some experts to be Aztlan, the ancestral homeland that the Aztecs left around AD 1091 to begin their generations-long migration to Tenochtitlan, modern-day Mexico City. Proponents point to the striking similarities between the cruciform designs of Mezcaltitan streets and the urban layout of early Tenochtitlan. A prehistoric bas-relief in stone found in the area is also provided as evidence. It depicts a heron clutching a snake, an allusion to the sign the Aztecs hoped to find in the Promised Land. That same image is on the modern-day Mexican flag. These days, however, Mezcaltitan is foremost a shrimping town. Men head out into the surrounding wetlands, which are spectacular in the early evening in small boats to return just before dawn with their nets bulging. Tourism has scarcely made a mark here. Mezcaltitan has one hotel, Hotel Ruta Azteca. The basic but hospitable hotel had everything we needed, in particular the rooftop bar with million-dollar views of a sunset that was a highlight of the entire leg. We couldn't have asked for more for 400 pesos, or a measly $25 a night per room, each room sleeping 4. All right, V, where are we? ¿Dónde estamos ahorita? Where are we?
Estamos en la isla de
Mezcaltitan.
Mezcalitan.
Thank you, gordo. This is our little tour guide for the night.
This is Armando.
Armando, we're staying at the one hotel on the entire island. We took a boat from those lights. Hey, robot, show those lights across the way. That's where we left the scooters, like right at sunset. We left the bikes there. We crossed on a lancha. Went to the hotel. Silencio, gordo. Pues we went to a hotel, the only hotel on the island.
Right.
They made a special call for us and said, hey, Monica and what's her, and Francisco, they're going to stay open for you. They're bringing out all this shrimp, everything with shrimp. Look at everything. Sopa de ensalada. These are called cucarachas. They're dried shrimp. That's what we're actually feeding these catfish. I forgot what that was, but look at these guys.
Pate.
No, the pate.
The
Pate. What else? Dutra, try the pate.
The pate. This is for Bravo.
Look at Dutra's plate, dude.
I know. It's out of control. Dutra is like
Right.
hordes.
Mariscos,
Look
mariscos.
at
Look at Dutra's plate. Look at V's plate.
Francisco, ¿qué traíste? No, que en su mano derecha.
No tengo por
Oh, look at, hey, look at, we got empanadas de camarón, ¿verdad?
Oh, my.
Empanadas. So we all know what empanadas are. But the main attraction is we're at the end of the island, right? And so you take the tails of the cucharitas,
¿Cómo se
the
llama
heads,
otra vez, Armando?
Shine the light in there too.
on that.
No.
They're a type of
Okay.
cat, like catfish.
So watch these crazy looking catfish things.
Hold on.
A ver, vente
Armando.
para acá, Armando.
Armando.
Brinca, brinca, brinca. Look at these things. Come on.
Oh my God.
One more round. Look at those little scavengers. So there's our tally for tonight's feast. Everything has shrimp. Big time feast, right, everybody? Shrimp.
How much is that? Even the fish. 112.
So there's like 1,121 pesos. At like 16.5 to 1 is like $68.
Whoa.
So we had like a pretty insane fresh shrimp feast.
Pretty much with beers.
A un
and everything else,
aplauso.
like $10 a person.
A ellos, applause. No, en serio, comida muy rico.
Muy rico.
Faltan las cervezas, ¿no?
Ahí está abajo.
Ah, están abajo. Ah, 96? Ok, muy bien.
So cheap.
Pues, alright, so we'll pay this y después estamos bien con las cervezas. Muy bien. That's it. How cheap is that?
That was non-stop eating.
Pues, y nomás me das como 200 a cambio. ¿200? Sí. ¿Estamos bien?
What do you?